Evening, guys. How are you guys feeling?
Fine.
You look
Kinda
dead.
exhausted.
You're tired.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about today's team building at Swazi Trails. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions about those things. Feel free to answer anytime you want to.
Okay.
Okay. The first challenge. You guys did it really quick. It was supposed to be a 30-second challenge, but you took 15 seconds.
We thought that the first challenge was pretty simple, just arranging ourselves according to our birthdays. Immediately when the instructor said go, everybody just shouted out his birthday, like we were all crazy people. And that helped a lot, since we were able to position ourselves much more easier, and it became a really sufficient strategy for a warm-up. So
Okay.
yes.
I would say we were able to do it even with some of difficulties, because as you can see here, we are from different places, so we've got those different minds. So as we're working as a team, we have to see and know where someone is capable at, and then we have try to work on where someone is capable at, and give others the opportunities. Yes. So what was important was just to cooperate with each other.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6, because it took time to recognize that those are English language words, because they were cut out randomly. And I tried to make sense of the sentence, which was saying 1 plus 1 is equals to 3. And they said it must give an idea, or might make make sense. So basically I found it difficult, but then we just looked through and tried to bring our ideas together of how we can make those words sense. And one of us was suggesting that it was Spanish, so
Really?
yes.
I can say the net balancing was not that difficult to us, because firstly we managed to make it, but it was too early, and we start panicking, concentrating on the time.
What happened? Tell me. What happened?
We panic and start arguing to each other. Everyone wanted to put it correct, and time goes on. That's why we lose it.
With the river challenge, it wasn't difficult to just move the material towards crossing the river. What was supposed to be done, just think outside the box on how to just move with our teammates towards the next phase across the river. Then we used just a simple strategy to just pick up 3 of our teammates and left 1 on the other side, just cross the river. Then the one who was just picking up the material as we are crossing the river is supposed to turn with the material back to the one who is left on the other side, and collect him and cross the river, as simple as this is.
Exit if you want. You don't have to wait, just exit. Here we go. Alright, so you're short 1 person.
I just felt like for a moment I could be Jesus walking on water and carry all these 3 people across.
But then what happened?
Our combos were not communicating. I mean, they were pulling the other way, I was going the other way. So it was difficult for us to like go the same direction and pull through, which is why we failed. And some of us were a bit scared of the challenge.
Is it?
Yeah, we were a bit scared of it. The likes of
The likes of who?
But anyway, all in all, man, yeah, that was a challenge for us, and because we had different points of view, and it was quite obvious that physically my team is weak. Yeah, but they were very strong when it came to using their brains and everything.
Our strategy was just to take the picture that we were given before constructing we first drew the shapes on the picture, try to figure out which piece can fit where. Then we drew it on the same picture that they gave us before we went to do it practically.
Okay.
It was very, very difficult, I should say. Because I had to get my teammates across first. I figured it out that I was the only one who could instruct them and get them through easily, rather than for me to be the first one because they were going to struggle.
Okay.
And it worked out, but it took a lot of time, but it did work out.
Okay.
Yes, I learned a lot of things when you are in a team, you have to communicate properly so that you may understand each other. Because if my colleague is being blindfolded and he has to walk through that exercise, just like
with the
exercise. Yes. We had to communicate properly so that we may understand. There were a lot of people shouting there.
Yeah.
So you had to make sure that your voice is being heard by the family.
Yeah.
So that you may accomplish
when they show me using the booklet how I'm supposed to move, I recognize it. But when I arrived there, I see many ties. I didn't see what was happening.
Okay, it was fine, a tricky one though, because all the ties they were the same. That's what we were complaining about. That if the ties were different, maybe it would be much easier. Yes, so that one we really didn't do well because it wasn't easy even to see there. Even when the first one came and showed us that okay, you'll go this way when you get there. But when you get there, you find that it's different from what you saw on that paper. So if you're the first one, you really got confused.
No, I didn't find it difficult because, just like me, because I was the second one to go there.
Yeah.
I found that the steps, my colleague taught me the steps clearly. So when I went there, I found that I've studied the other ones. Then I would just add on the ones that I have completed. So it wasn't that difficult.
I can say it was a bit challenging because when you come back, fine, you were able to listen and look at your faults and others' faults. But when you come back, you find that you are not able to give them the correct feedback about all what happened and the mistake that others made from other teams.
So repeat the 2 correct steps. All right, now help us find another correct step. Where to from there? So it is not that one, and I'll tell you why it's not that one. Because you did a double step.
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it.
None of you enjoyed it.
No.
Tell me why you didn't enjoy it. Say it.
The red team is trying the furthest one. That one is also not correct, which is making it quite easy now for the green team.
Firstly, I do not like guessing, so...
That's correct. That's good. That's good. That looks like a sideways step, which is not correct. Sorry, red team. Oops.
Every time I had to take a step and memorizing, which is not my strongest point, but then I had to just put one foot in front of the other. And I found out that I made a lot of mistakes, costing the team a total of -10 points. But
Yes, I'll come to that. Continue.
But I really found out that these guys are a really good team. They're able to remember as much steps as they can and try to find the formation.
That one is the correct step, yes. Which is the next correct one? Aha, we know a third one as well. Which is the third one? Red team, your feedback is fantastic. Which one might be the correct step? That one, unfortunately, has been tested already. It was tested last round by the Lime team, and it is not correct. Your memory is perfect. Excellent. You've been watching. Now where? That one was tested last round, and it is not correct.
I get that you have to think this when you do something, and you have to get to mind there and concentrate on what you are doing. Also, I learned that everything you learn, you do not learn it for nothing. You have to apply it. Sequences are learned in mathematics, and by the time you have to apply it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how was that meal? Good? You seem very full. Angaslogunyan angadli. Besensuthi ne? Alright, okay. Lena ke la siya khona nyalo. You cannot go in with lokudla lokho, okay? Ne? Yeah. So now we're on our way to watch a movie. I'm not too sure which movie we're going to watch, but maybe we'll find out when we get there. That is my last surprise for you guys. It's a movie. Eh? Shaka Zulu. No, those are old movies. The movies we're going to watch now are new movies, like really new movies. Ones you haven't seen before. Okay? All right, so let's go then.
What I learned today while I was watching The Lion King, I learned that there is betrayal among the people whom we trust. We think our friends or our family, because there was this Scar betraying his tribe because he wanted to rule the empire there. He wanted to be the ruler, but they were family. So I think we have to watch out.
Okay.
It was overwhelming because I already knew that movie, but
Okay.
To see it in 3D, it was totally different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pumlile.
It was my first time to go to the cinema. You know, I'm not a movie thing, but when I get inside there, I was too excited. I was like, oh, I'm missing out a lot with hating or without going to the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, so today onwards, if ever an opportunity comes to go watch any movie, I'll just go because I saw that I'm missing out a lot out there.
I really enjoyed it because like we had some popcorn while watching it, and as Mnedisi had said, it like you are also involved, so like it is more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I learned that what goes around comes back around.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you do today, the bad things that you do today to the other people will come back to you.
Yes.
Like we saw this lion in the sky, or this guy. Yeah, he actually killed his brother, and you know, he maybe, I think he thought like maybe the others wouldn't know that he was the one who killed his brother, but at the end, Simba knew, like he actually knew that he was the one who killed his father, so he was actually seeking revenge. So yeah, what you do today will affect you.
I learned that you can't change who you are, and you can't change the past, but you can make something, you can do something to make the past better.
Okay.
Yes, because even when Simba had just forgotten about home, when he came back to his senses, he knew that I can't change who I am.
Yeah.
Yes, even if his friends Timon and Pumbaa told him that Hakuna Matata, but he knew that his friend came and told him. Then he just came back to his senses that no, I have to go home and save my place.
Yeah.
But just learn that in real life, those are the things that happens in real life. Since we have got real areas, they are the chief crow. Then, if in their family, there might be someone who wants to overcome somebody's level. Then he will use some strategies to just bring that person down, and he will let himself towards his level. Then I just learned that we have to watch out in our neighbors and brothers and sisters or towards our relationship between us, because your brother might end up kills you.
Yeah.
Yet you thought that it is the very same person who might protect you in danger.
What I've learned there is that the strategy that they use, that making the lions or the animals speak, also entertains us a lot. Yes. It was some of their strategies that they used to entertain us so that we can continue to watch that movie.
Well, for me, The Lion King is basically about family.
Okay.
You know, having your own pack, betrayal, love, and everything. So, you know, there is this Mufasa, who has like a little brother, Scar. And these two are brothers. And then there's this throne that they were fighting. Matter of fact, it was Mufasa was fighting the big brother. So it was more like a real life situation I can more like relate to, you know. With my bigger brother, it's got something that I don't. It is for a fact that I might be jealous. So it is quite like a reality movie that everybody can relate to.
Yes.
I learned that we should stick to our parents' advices and commands. Just like what happened with Simba, because Mufasa told Simba not to go to the shadows in the dark place. But Simba wanted to know what was happening down there, and then he went there. That's when he was attacked by the hyenas. If he didn't go there, none of all those things that happened there would have happened.
Yeah.
So what I learned there is that we should listen and obey to our parents' commands.
I learned that even if you even if you have an enemy and you see that he or she is changing, do not easily trust her or him. Just like Simba did, he easily trusted Scar when he said he regrets everything he saw, and then when he turned back, he attacked him.
I think I learned that we do not have to trust anybody. Like it happened to Simba, who trusts his uncle Scar, but what he thought it wasn't, because he's the only uncle, the main uncle he trusted, who killed his father and then sent him away. So I learned that from that experience. I learned that we do not have to trust anybody, but we have to trust our parents and believe in what they taught us.
Hakuna Matata. It is like the lesson which I get, which is a problem-free philosophy, which basically states that we must never give up. The scene whereby Simba was lying there in the desert, probably with no hope and stuff, and then the warthog came in running with the little meerkat over there, and they exposed Simba to a new kind of life, which was like a break from his life, but he didn't give up. He didn't die at that part. So
I learned from the Lion King is that first, never give up. So like, you must never forget what your goals are. You must never even forget about your family, because family is important. Yes.
I learned many things. For if I can make an example, I've learned many things like teamwork, which I'm going to apply at school. And also I've learned that even if you don't know anyone, or you see that in that group, or I don't know, or people you don't fit, just try in order for the sake of peace. Even if you don't like the person, just try. As for me, just that.
Okay, I can say that this was a very good weekend for me. Just a well-spent one.
Okay.
Yes, because I had to go to 2 different hotels,
Yes.
of which I've never been there before. So friends on the call just given me an impact that I must just grow up and be serious with my books, so that one day I can come back here to Lukoko Hotel and just spend my money here with my own money, enjoy with my own money.
Okay,
yes.
Nice.
I can say I had a splendid weekend, although it was chilly, whereby we were not able to walk around and have photos outside because of the weather. I was so excited because it was my first experience to be at Lukoko Hotel, and the fact that I got the chance to have a supper at Happy Valley Hotel, whereby I learned that I'm a genius, and the reason why I'm here is that I'm different from the other students that I have at my school. And I can say coming here to sleep make a lot of us being in a jovial mood, because I can tell that no one was able to sleep because of the excitement. So it takes us a while to sleep. Some of us do not even get a nap. And I can say that it's become more excited but a bit challenging when we had to continue our session and moving on doing games, and sometimes we had to use our brains and sometimes we had to do some of the games physically.
Yeah.
So I can say it's helped us as we I can say we get exercises and put our brains on the go.
What an overwhelmingly exciting weekend we have just had. From Friday picking up the kids at Pikes Peak, to them actually going to Eswatini TV to tour, to them walking in for the first time at Lugogo-san to actually sleep here, to us going to Happy Valley, to Saturday going to Swazi Trails to do the team building exercises, to going to KFC, to have our dinner, to going to Movie Zone for the kids. Some of them, it was the first time going to the cinema and actually experiencing a movie type situation. So I'd love to seriously say a huge thank you to all the sponsors who actually provided us with all these lovely things. Thank you to Macmillan Eswatini. Thank you to Lugogo-san for actually lodging us. Thank you to True Words. Thank you to Mr. Price for the clothes. Thank you to Movie Zone for the beautiful movie. Thank you to KFC. Thank you to Happy Valley. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Swazi Trails for actually accommodating us and hosting us on the team building. Guys, it was a beautiful weekend. I'm telling you, it's so wonderful. The kids are happy. They're exhausted, yes, but they're so, so happy. I had a wonderful time, you guys. I actually learned a lot about the kids and about myself, actually, while we were doing the team building exercise, especially that part. So thank you to Swazi Trails a lot for that. So we have just one last thing to do, which is our beautiful breakfast, courtesy of Lugogo-san. So guys, keep watching Brains on the Go, and thank you so much for watching us. You know, it really means a lot to us. Keep watching. See you on the flip side. Bye.
We'll be right back.